What is going on, YouTube? It's a beautiful day. I got another class setup video for you guys today. The long-awaited Search and Destroy class setup video. SnD classes. So, let's get right into it. I'm going to start off with my SMG classes. Why not? This is what I like to use when I rush in Search and Destroy. MSMC, Quick Draw Long Barrel. I like to use lightweight so I can get to where I'm going faster. Toughness, of course. And then, extreme conditioning is a must if you're rushing, and then the other perk you use can either be dead silence or dexterity, depending on like how hard you're gonna rush them. Like if you're gonna use dead silence, then you'll have more versatility later in the round. But if you're planning on ending the round right away, then you might as well use dexterity because you can come out of sprint faster, climb stuff faster. Even if they can hear you, you're getting where you're going and you're pulling off the rush. So that's up to you. I like to use dead silence. Then for tacticals, you can use 2 stuns. You can use 2 EMPs because that stops people from sprinting. You'll disorient them. Usually people don't push when they're EMP'd because they don't know where their teammates are. They can't really see the map too well. So that's a possibility also. It's up to you guys though. Another possibility for this class is adding perk 2 greed, not using any tacticals and using cold-blooded. Because everybody knows that thermal snipers are annoying. Millimeter scanners, those are annoying. Everybody hates them. So you can do that. And then for your last option, you can either keep the long barrel or you can take it off and put on like 1 tactical if you really want. It's up to you. Sensor grenades are decent in Search too, but I don't really use them. So that's my SMG class. You can do the same thing with the MP7 also, if you're an MP7 user. That's good to use. Alright, so for assault rifles, I like to use the M8, of course. It's my favorite. Stock reflex. I like to use primary gunfighter, and I like to use quick draw. I know a lot of people like to use FMJ to shoot through stuff, but like it still has, the M8 has like the best bullet penetration in this game. I don't know if a lot of people know that or not. So you can still shoot through stuff very easily. And the quick draw I feel like makes a bigger difference, just being able to react in case you get into a sticky situation. It's always good to have. I like to use black jacket, toughness, dead silence. And for the last slot, it depends on the map here, what you're doing. If you're playing like standoff and you're defending A, then you want to use trophy systems. Or if you're playing like express and you got to go down to B, then you're going to need those trophies. Because otherwise you're just going to get grenaded like crazy. That's good to use. But if you're playing, I'd say they're good on meltdown too. Like any map on defense, they're good. Even on offense on some maps. But if you're not using that, you can use cold-blooded. Cold-blooded is like the universal search and destroy perk. It's just good in every game mode. Another possibility for this class is what's known as the John class. Use extreme conditioning and the lightweight on it, and that way you can get to where you're going really fast. You can rush it. This is also a good class for raid if you're rushing the middle and you're not using a sniper. I recommend rushing middle with a sniper though. But if you're going to use the M8, then you can use this class. Pretty good. Works out well. And that's about it for ARs. Or you can use MMS, of course, if you want to be like that. You know, if I'm using MMS, I probably won't use quick draw, and then that gives me more options. So I'd probably use cold-blooded, flash jacket because I'm not rushing anywhere, and then trophy systems because I don't want to get EMP'd when I have an MMS. Or you can also use 1 trophy and 1 B2 if you like really, or attack 45 even. If you really don't like the MMS site and you want to like finish somebody with a pistol, you can do that, but I don't really use pistols. I like using my primary weapon. That's that class. That's the ARs. There you go. My favorite sniper classes. DSR 50, of course. I like the dual band sight. Some people use ballistic CPU, but I prefer dual band. I like the way it works. I use lightweight, toughness, cold-blooded, that wonderful search and destroy perk, and then dead silence, and I use extreme conditioning, so I can rush to where I'm going. This is pretty much like Parasite's exact class, by the way, but like it's a really, really good class, so I recommend using it. But yeah, you can just sort of rush off the break to wherever you're going, pre-snipe, get easy picks. You can lock down an area of the map just because you're there and you have a sniper. Have your teammate throw down some trophies if you think the other team's going to try and EMP you. And that's how you do that. sniper class. And then the other class I use is the shotgun class that annoys everybody. This is good on Express for like defending the A-bomb site. I like to use quick draw and long barrel. There's a lightweight, hardwired, dead silence, extreme. Then you can rush there off the start of the round. You can use, there's a couple options for your last two slots. You can either use some tacticals, like some concussions or EMPs. You can use, oh, I use cold-blooded, not hardwired. What am I doing? Yeah, cold-blooded. And you can use either EMPs, stun grenades, or you can use like primary gunfighter and put on a laser sight if you really don't like using the shotgun without a laser sight. It's pretty good without it though. I usually ADS with the shotgun just because it's more consistent. And if they're that close that I can hip fire them, then I don't really need the laser sight anyway. For my last slot, I guess I'd use EMPs. Probably. That'd be my thing. But you just sit in control tower and be annoying. And just like hide in there basically. And no one can push control. No one can get that plant down. Run around in lockers, you know, do your thing. That's that. So that's basically it. Oh, and if you really want to like reach out there and use the LMG, then go for it. I've never really used this class, so I'm not sure what's good on it. I would assume like attack 45, flak jacket. You're gonna need hardwired because you don't want to get EMP'd because then you lose your dual band. That's extremely important. Or if you don't want to use hardwired, you can use like toughness and trophy systems. I'm not sure how important cold-blooded is on this class, but if you're not going to use the trophies, then I would recommend using hardwired and cold-blooded using a smoke, because then you can throw the smoke down and stare through it with the thermal, and that's really going to annoy people if you really want to be that guy. And then for the last slot, you can either use a lethal. I'd probably put extended clip on the tack, because this LMG is pretty useless up close, or if you're like running around. So that's what I would use. Anyways, guys, like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment with some feedback. Subscribe for more content just like this. And as always, everybody, have a lovely day. Peace.